you should mention drama. You know what drama entails? Sometimes it can like some conflict. Sometimes it's emotion. Sometimes it's, the drama of a legacy lasting throughout time and space. That's what apparently someone's done with a beer called Legacy Beer.
Mm.
Hmm? Now
That
let's
looks
take a
familiar.
closer look at the can of this Leinenkugel's Legacy Ale.
Interesting.
That does look familiar, Corey.
Interesting. What does that remind me of?
I don't know. I'm trying to put my finger on it. A flag, the name of the beer on the flag, a dude running a football in front of the state of Wisconsin. I just can't figure it out, Corey. I don't know.
I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny when multi-billion-dollar media or beer conglomerates that aren't even like in the United States. You want to talk about foreign nationals, like literally that don't understand anything. Hundreds of people, like literally, this is Carry the G was a love. Like just this
labor of love,
labor of love. Well, I was going to say love affair that we have had with this beer, with our brewer, with our friend Brent Schoonover, who made an incredible logo design. Okay, which the logo design on Carry the G fucking destroys. You know how much money Molson Coors assholes probably paid for the logo design? It's probably like millions of dollars. They probably paid more for that cheesy copycat logo design than. I don't even know. Anyway, I just think here we are in America and more soulless corporations taking over our lives and, whatever.
That's the point, Corey. I'm glad you framed it that way because this is my only.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it. I just think, what do they say?
I know.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? And obviously that's an imitation of Carry the G. You can't tell me otherwise. And look, we are flattered. Obviously, we've made some waves here, apparently to the point where Molson Coors or Leinenkugel's was like, well, you need one of those. So hats off to you. I'm only going to say this to the viewers and listeners out there. When you are in your grocery aisle or wherever you might be purchasing your beer and you see Legacy Beer side by side with Carry the G, the thing to remember is, as Corey says, Legacy is a product of corporate coldness. And Carry the G is legit, honest to God, organically created from Packers fans, lifelong diehard Packers fans. So
and also,
the choice is yours.
And it's a really stark choice, you guys. Gathering Place Brewery, they did get a second location, so they got crazy growth at. But like we're talking about an independent brewer who, because of the success of Carry the G, went from doing their own distribution, which is like
on trucks, driving the trucks,
and their own trucks, driving trucks, right, from Milwaukee. Which also, like, as a Wisconsinite, I love Milwaukee. I talk a lot of shit about Madison and Milwaukee because I love Green Bay. No. But
right.
like Milwaukee is funny. I was hanging out with some people from Milwaukee last night, and we were talking about how much Milwaukee and Green Bay have more in common, and just Milwaukee's much bigger city and beautiful. Right. But Milwaukee is the home of beer for a lot of people in this country. And so like we chose an independent brewer. We have a great relationship with him. He's an independent entrepreneur like myself, like Nagler. And just, it is funny. It's like how many hundreds of people had to do what they did. Right. Not only copy us, but like watch us, watch the trajectory. How many fucking conference rooms with like a bunch of people going, oh, well, should we have this on the flag or this on the, you know what I mean? It's like,
should we steal everything or just some of it?
Yeah.
That's.
And so it's just so, it's like, our friend Thaddeus, he's on Twitter.
Thad.
He responded, we've known him for over a decade, and I didn't even reach out to him, but he responded to one of the posts, and he's a intellectual property lawyer. And like, it's just so crazy how they did everything they could to be right at the letter. Now, truth be told, we've done that to the Packers for decades. So, but we're the underdog, It's like, so anyway.
We have no resources. We're doing what we can over here.
Yeah, we're just gorillas. We're just trying to make some shit happen. But what I would say is I really appreciate fans like talk a lot of shit about Leinenkugel's, talk a lot of shit about look, these companies.
This beer in particular. Look, Leinenkugel's makes some great beer. I love me a shandy in the summer, right? I love their red. Like, they make some good beer. But this is so blatant. It's just upsetting.
But also,
It's
this
just
is what I
upsetting
said to
from that
Aaron
point.
before. This is what I said to Aaron before the show. If Leinenkugels was Leinenkugels, if Jacob Leinenkugel, well, one, they wouldn't have gotten rid of their brewery in the middle of where I think it
Yes.
was in Eau Claire. I think it was. I
On
can't
the
remember where it was, but
west part of the state,
Chippewa Falls. They got rid of the most famous brewery, or they're getting rid of their most famous brewery. Like, if Leinenkugels was actually still Leinenkugels and not owned by a conglomerate, there's no way they would have done that. Spotted Cow is not coming out with a Carry the G competitor.
Right, 100% correct.